Okie dokie, guys, and I'm filming this video for the second time because I just didn't really like the last video, so we're just gonna take two, which is actually really ironic because the first video that I did last year, a year to this date, I did 2 takes, I think maybe even 3 takes, so this feels very nostalgic to be celebrating word tongue twister, to be celebrating my 1 year on YouTube and to be doing it in a second take. So it's really exciting. A year ago today, when you're watching this, I picked up a camera, set it down in my backyard and said, I'm going to start YouTube again. And I did it. So go reference that one if you haven't seen it. I talk about basically what happened from the time I stopped doing YouTube to what got me to that point in time. And so now I'm just going to catch us up on this past year and just kind of reflect back on what it's been like. So I remember when I first picked up the camera last year, I think I wanted to upload twice a week on like Tuesdays or Thursdays and then do some sort of like film video on like a Saturday or something. I wanted to do 3 videos a week, which honestly I probably could have done had I not gone back to work at REI. But once I went back to work, probably a month after I started YouTube, I was like, ugh, I can't do this. So that's when things started to like slow down a little bit. Honestly, that was a very stressful time. I remember the last video that I filmed was on July 4th, I believe, was the last video I filmed, or somewhere around there. And then I just stopped uploading them because I went back to work middle of June. But then I had a 2-week break for some reason, or a week break, I don't know. And then it really ramped up end of June, beginning of July. And then I went on vacation and yeah, it got messy. So I stopped, which is kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. I really enjoyed that little stint of time where I was consistently uploading, and going back to work was really hard for me because I hate wearing a mask. I've always hated it. From March of last year, 2020, I was like, I am not about this thing, and I know it's going to become a thing, and I know once people start putting it on, they're not going to take it off, and a year later, here we are in this same mess. So, past Stacy kind of was projecting into human nature and the future of what was going to happen, just by the trends of what I know about humans. So that's kind of sad, but going back to work was really hard, really emotional, having to wear a mask for 8 hours a day, really hard on my breathing and just psyche, anxiety. It was terrible. I really wanted to just not do it, not be there, get a different job, do something else. I didn't think I'd be at REI that long because I thought I would be, well, first I thought I would study abroad in Portugal, and then I thought I would be a travel agent after I came back from my summer travels around August, and then I would move out of my parents' house. So there was just a lot of things that I thought would happen that didn't happen, but it's all in God's plan and timing, and some things worked out for the better, and some things, I'm still waiting to see what the good in it is. But yeah, so that was kind of August, and so I was not filming videos after July, 4th or 10th or whenever, right before I went on vacation. I didn't film any videos. I think I filmed 1 video when I was in Maine, but it wasn't really great. I think it would have been great, but I don't know. I just never posted it. Maybe one day I'll if I do Patreon again, I'll post it on Patreon and then you can see it there. But yeah, I tried to do Patreon. That was the thing I tried to do. No one took the bait of that, so that was kind of disappointing. But I was trying to make it as a creator and it didn't really work out. So there's a lot of things I was trying to do last year. I was trying to do photography more, Patreon, and then do Arbonne. This is all around when I started my YouTube channel, and I was thinking I could stay at home and be a creator and get to have these all these side gigs, and it would be so great, and I could have financial freedom and time freedom and blah blah blah. That's not how it happened. I went back to work at REI, as you know. And then I came back from Maine, and then in August, it was just I want to quit. I want to get a new job. I want to get anything. A dog walking job, a personal assistant job, a camera job. I almost could have taken this camera job, but it had to do with the schools. And so I wasn't sure if the schools were going to open, and it would have been a lot of driving, and it would have been taking a pay cut. And I was like, do I really want it that badly? And I was like, not really. I would have had to wear a uniform. other than it being a photography job, nothing appealed to me. And so it would have been like a step in the door, like having another photography job on my resume, but I don't know, I just wasn't about it. So then at the end of August, I kind of accepted, okay, God, I'm at REI, this is what you have for me right now. I'll just kind of suck it up, and I'm probably going to be working through the holiday season. And then this is when I started to post on YouTube again. I started to post a little bit. I was like, you know, this video, the July 4th one, is super old, but I started to be a little bit more creative. Like in August, I started working on my website, totally redid that through September, got input, really just full reworking of it. I'm really proud of it still. I haven't really touched it since September, but I'm really proud of it because I took maybe a month and a half to like from start to finish, and I personalized it to the best that I could off of Squarespace. And if you saw it how it was before, it was just like black and white, really basic template, and then I like redid the fonts, the colors, the layout of the pages, the home page, everything, like all the words, everything was redone, pictures. So that was a huge undertaking. And then my boyfriend and I broke up in October, so that obviously was an emotional disaster in my life. And so I went to therapy, and I went to biblical counseling, and I was reading lots of like books, and I was reading my Bible and going to the beach and doing a bunch of that stuff, doing growth group at my church, meeting up with people who are like more mentor type people in my life. I was just like doing all the things. I was like focused on that. I was like, creative stuff, I don't have time for you. I was doing photography during this time though, which is kind of weird because I don't know, it was like a nice little present God gave me, I guess, but also was really hard because my boyfriend and I would do photography stuff together. Like he would come with me on shoots, and so it was just weird having to navigate that grief through that season. And so I just like didn't film any videos. I didn't edit any of my podcasts. I was already behind on my podcast, but then once the breakup happened, I was like, nope, I am done. I can't do any of this right now. But like I said, I had photography clients. I did like 3 mini shoots and a couple other shoots as well, like independent of that. So I had like some good photography flow. You know, people wanted holiday photos and things to send out on cards and whatnot. So that was great for business. January hit, new year. That's when I started doing YouTube again. Photography kind of subsided. I did advertise in January a little bit, but after January, when it didn't really pan out, like I didn't really get any inquiries from the advertisement payments I was doing, I was like, 1, people just spent all their money during the holidays and they don't want photos right now. And 2, I don't know, I wasn't making like a profit off of what I was spending on the ads. So I don't know where I was going with 1 and 2, but basically I stopped advertising. I just took a step back from photography as I was doing it for like 2 months, like, you know, very much my life to a degree. Obviously, if I was doing it full time, it'd be way more of a demand. I was just doing it like on the side with doing REI and all the other stuff that I was doing in my life, like I was saying. So then in January, I think I filmed it on December 31st. I was like, I am filming a video. It's the end of this year. I want to start 2021 filming videos again. I'm just gonna sit down, put myself in front of a camera, and film a video. And I did. And I was really proud of myself for uploading it. The lighting got super dark, but you know, it is what it is. And yeah, I filmed that, and I literally like had to go up and leave to my friend's surprise party, and that was really special. I watched the sunset that day, and then the next day after that, I watched the sunset again. So like the last day of 2020, first day of 2021, both by the ocean. It was really magical. I have a reel about it on my Instagram where I kind of like document it. So that was really fun, and just a huge challenge for myself to basically the first day of the new year, I wanted to go hiking with my friends, but none of my friends that I invited could come with me. And so I was like, well, I'm still gonna do something. I have this day off. I carved out this day. I'm still gonna go to the beach, one of my favorite spots, and I'm gonna have some fun. And I was by myself, and I enjoyed it. It was great. Random guy tried to talk to me. That's a story. Oh my gosh, I should tell stories of random guys trying to talk to me, because my gosh. I do have funny stories I can tell. That's good to know. I'll have to do one on that and then one about stubbing my toes. That will be really funny. So then I started making YouTube videos again. I don't think I was super consistent in January. I think I just did like 2 videos or 3 videos that month. But then in February it started to ramp up a little bit, and I feel like I've been pretty consistent the past 2 months, and I'm really proud of myself for that. I have been really liking the content I've been posting. No, I have been not editing the thumbnails, LOL. And I really haven't been writing a description in the description box, but you know, I'm uploading a video, you're watching it, and true fans, oh, I hate that word, I don't like fans. True people that watch my videos are going to click on the video because they like my content. So it doesn't matter what the thumbnail is, they're gonna see the title and they're gonna wanna click. Whatever, I know people care about thumbnails, people judge books by their cover, I know. So, anywho, I'm being kind of sassy right now. The last video was me like sitting and like talking and rambling, and I was like, I don't know what to say. And this, I'm like, I know what to say. I didn't talk about any of this in my first take, and I'm being a little sassy with it. So you know what? You get Sassy Stacy today. It is what it is. And yeah, so that's basically caught up to now. I haven't really edited that many like travel videos, which I'm kind of bummed about, but you know, are we surprised? Not really. I don't like editing videos, as we know, hence the one take wonders. And so that has been this past year. And you're watching this on the exact date that I posted the first video, which is so exciting. And I can't promise anything. I don't know what the next couple months or year or life brings me. There's a lot up in the air. I have no idea where God's taking me. I mean, no idea. So we're just kind of like strapped in. I'm just like sitting in the passenger seat while Jesus has the wheel. I'm like, so where are we going? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? So where are we going? Are we there? Are you gonna tell me? Are you gonna tell me when we're there? Because I would like to know. Are we there? Jesus? You gonna tell me? See, that's how I feel right now. I think that's a perfect example for how I feel. So yeah, I probably will do an update video in the next couple weeks or month, you know, depending on how long things take for me to then update you on. But I plan on doing an update video sometime in the near future because I'm hoping and praying that things change. I am ready for a new season. God is like, no, I'm not ready for you yet. And I'm like, okay, God, thank you. I'll wait patiently. It's okay. I know you want to choose PS2. I got you. Wow, I'm being so silly right now. I hope this is coming off as funny. I don't know why I'm trying so hard. This is, I don't know, the last video I was just like, hey guys, super chill. This video I'm like, yay! Oh well, it is what it is. That's like my favorite line. It is what it is, and it just sucks. So yeah, that's it. That's this video. I'm really excited. Thank you for the 10 to 20 people that watch my 10 to 20 minute videos. I super appreciate it. You have no idea. It really means a lot to see that like button, even if it's just 2 people that like my videos. I'm like stoked. I'm like, yeah, thank you. And it's weird because sometimes I'm like, people don't watch my videos, and then someone will comment or whatnot, and I'm like, oh, people watch my videos. Good to know. I'm just not talking to myself and posting it on YouTube, although that's what it feels like. But one of these days, YouTube might push my video up in the algorithm, and random people might flood to my channel and then see the more deeper topics of Christian controversial things and, you know, just all the deeper stuff I've been talking about, and that will be interesting if that one day happens. And it'll be really cool to see if people on the mass scale like to watch someone just sit down in front of the camera and talk for like 15 minutes, you know what I mean? Because this is pretty authentic. Although I'm being like really sarcastic right now and silly and like comedic or whatever you want to call it, trying too hard, it is just like, I know I can't edit it, so I think that's what's really unique. And this one is probably a little bit weirder, you watching it, because I did film it before, so I was like, oh, I don't like that, we're just gonna retake it. But I don't do retakes that often, so honestly I think the last time I did a retake was when I started this channel a year ago. If I film a video and I don't like it, usually I just don't post it, but that hasn't happened since like February. I did film a couple videos in February that I just never posted. I don't think I really loved them, and then I just kind of forgot, and so I don't know if I still have those videos, but you know, if you ever want to hop on Patreon, you know, and support a girl, then I'll post those videos on there. You can get like behind the scenes, never before seen videos that I just never posted to the internet. So that should be fun if that ever becomes a thing. And I'm just gonna get a lot more bolder with the topics I discuss. There's a lot of topics that I have written down that are a little bit more, I don't know, just heavy hitting or serious. And so I've just not been ready to talk about them yet, and so I'm just kind of dancing around them, and we'll just see when we get to them. And I'm definitely going to be telling those 2 funny stories because I have not been having really fun videos. I feel like this is my first fun video in a month because I've just been talking about really depressing topics like heartbreak and mental health and just, you know, all that stuff. I mean, spiritual topics are not depressing or sad, but they are more serious, you know, in a way. And so I just want to tell some more like light fun stories, and I kind of ran out of them, to be honest, but now that I remembered some of them, I'm definitely going to do that. And I do like the transition that my channel has taken as I've been more comfortable with being online. I feel like I can talk about more things because I haven't really gotten much hate, you know, and so that's nice. Again, only like 10 to 15 people watch my videos, so I mean, what hate am I gonna get? But yeah. Also, I just feel more comfortable and confident in myself as I've grown this past year, and so I'm just like, we're gonna talk about the stuff that needs to be talked about. We're not gonna dance around it like I did last year when all the crazy stuff was happening in the world. I'm not gonna talk about like current events and things like that because I want my channel to be evergreen. And so I want you to be able to watch my videos whenever. And I also don't like politics and current events, but we're going to talk about more like topics like mental health and like spiritual things. That I feel like is more current and applicable to you than you just watching a video of me talking about traveling. And you know, like you can get some tips out of that, but it's not going to speak to your soul and like edify you in any way. And I want to honor God with my channel and infuse him into what I talk about in the contents, because even if there's only 10 to 15 people watching my videos, it's still some, and I still have influence and an impact on the kingdom through those people. So as always, my feet have fallen asleep, so we're just going to crawl to the camera. I think this has become a normal outro. You know, the intro is okay and focus. And then this one is, my feet are asleep. Let me just slowly crawl to the camera. So I hope you enjoyed. The background is different. I don't know if I addressed that in this take of the video, but enjoy my patio. I'm still in my backyard. I just felt like since it's been a year, you deserve to see my patio. And if I've already said this, then I'm sorry, but you know, repeating stuff is good for you to remember. As we learn in like teaching, you know, Jesus in the Bible repeats things over and over again because he knows that we need it drilled into our brain. So there it is. And there's the plane above my head. I hope you have a great day. It felt like summer today because it's almost May and it was 80 degrees outside, and I went to the beach and it was super nice, and I can wear shorts, and well, I've been wearing like short sleeves, but I can wear shorts for the first time in months. So I'm like, whoa, it is summer. And yeah, so let's hope and pray for a good one, guys. And I just can't wait to see what God does, because a lot can change in 3 months, and I am praying for change. I want newness, I want growth, I want stuff to be excited about. Not that I don't have stuff I can't be excited about, but you know, I'm just patiently waiting for stuff to happen. So yeah, have a great one. I'm rambling again, as I was in the last video that you didn't see, because this is the second take, and I keep mentioning that it's the second take, and it's probably annoying because you're like, what did you say in the last video? You'll never know unless you do Patreon, and then maybe I'll show you. Okay, bye guys. I'm gonna get up now. I'm literally just rambling. Oh my gosh, it's been 19 minutes. Wow, I really talk for a long time.